Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You're either in or you're either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Everything's in combobulation. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. We barely made it. And we're a little late, but better late than never. What a crazy last few days. Yes, it's been nutto. And it's been pleasant, I have to admit. A lot of nice things going on. Meeting a lot of new people. A lot of great new stories. A lot of interesting stuff to go over tonight. As you can tell, we are going to be talking very briefly about the Monolith. It's solved, everybody. You know, everybody, I like some of the people out there who make comments. They're like, you got egg on your face. Like Popeye and Olive. You know, we do as much as we can, especially Third Phase. They went above and beyond what anybody else was trying to do. And the people who lived in the area made it out there and found out what it was up close. And we all said it. You can see, yeah, mother. You can see that right there is a rivet. We're going to look at the video in a second. But see this one here? Oh, we're going to talk about that little fella. You know, I forgot all about that. I dismissed this thing as, I don't know what you call it, a humanoid? I mean, wait until you see the video. There's no way that's a balloon. The sad thing is, there is a balloon in the video. And I don't know, but we'll talk about a few things on that video. It's still unsolved to this day. By the way, that comes from somebody, I don't want to say who yet. I know who it is. I don't want to say, because I don't want you to go look it up and, you know. Well, it's going to be an interesting video to play.
Named Robert Bingham,
we've got a couple of them.
Firsthand how to...
Third Phase did an interview with the person who shot that humanoid video. So it's going to be interesting. Also, I don't know what to call you anymore. What are you? Missy? Pooh Girl? Pickaboo? Who are you? Pinkaboo. Pinkaboo. Icy Blue. I get it now. Oh, okay. That's how your name goes in the chat. Roll call, everybody. Mr. DB Cooper's got you right out in the gate there. Mr. DB Cooper 77. Welcome to the show. Valerian the Mac the Third. Welcome to the show. JC in the house. I look like Skinny Bob with... Oh, that guy does? Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. But the first thing I do want to go over is the humanoid. Not the humanoid, but the other one. Big Cat, welcome to the show. DHP's in the house. DHP. He's dynamite. Holy crap! Third Phase says Rex Bear from Leak Project made it on location today to the Monolith. Holy shnikey. Well, that's cool. That's kind of cool. You were wondering, too, if he left to go down there. I'm like, there's no way he's going down there now. John Vittor, welcome to the show. Yeah, too bad. Just by a matter of 12 hours, people got there before we could get us, the team out there, Third Phase's team, my team, whatever the hell it is. Kashu Gesundheit, welcome to the show. Sandra Heath, welcome to the show. Angie Young, welcome to the show. Nice to see you. B. Baker, Mr. Moderator, Mr. Man of Mystery, B. Baker. That's who you are. You're Man of Mystery. You are the Man of Mystery to me. Anyway, First Floor Audio, welcome to the show. Nice to see you back. John Vittor, I said hi, how are you? Valerian the Mac, the Third. I always forget that. Welcome to the show. It seems like we're on the same wavelength lately. Everywhere I go, well, I don't go that many places, I guess 2 places. DJ, how you doing? Welcome to the show. We got to get you on, I know. There's so much stuff going on. We'll get you on. Stu Gerson, the man, the myth, the legend. Today, he's giant invisibility. He can't even hide even when he's invisible. He's so big. The Bee's Nest film, welcome to the show. Trippy Viking Cultivation. Yeah, I got it right. Welcome to the show. Who is this? Third Phase of the Moon. Guys, it's not Third Phase of the Moon. Stop saying that. Even people who know who Third Phase of Moon is, they're like, I'm going on Third Phase of the Moon. I'm like, oh, is that a new channel? Thomas Roberts made it to the show. Welcome. Everybody here came right through the front door. Lori Oliphant, welcome. Tina Mobley, gotcha. Mary Hall, I didn't forget you. I just didn't say your name. Coral Ann in the TV set. Pinkaboo. Lisa Marie, not Presley, how you doing? Brett Lewis, not Loulew. All right, are we done? Can we keep going? There's more. I see. If I forget you, I'm sorry. If I don't read your name, sorry. Asteroid _coming. Mario Heatwave. Mario Heat's here. Ma, rivets, he says. Rivets, you son of a bitch. Everybody said, I said it the first day. I said, looks like rivets. Looks like rivets to me. And rivets took off. Everybody used my word, rivets. Third Phase was the biggest channel. They were, after the news, that ABC channel put it out there that this was, found. Third Phase was the first big channel to do it, and then everybody followed right after. It was going to go viral one way or the other. Why not be first? This is the thing I don't like about what I see. People calling on Third Phase, saying, hey, now you got egg on your face, you idiot. Anybody could have told you that was rivets. Yeah, anybody did. Everybody did say it was rivets. But until it's solved, it's a story. You go from beginning to end. And last night at 3 a.m. my time, midnight their time, by a good friend of the show, Sebastian. I wasn't so... Mario. Sent me the information that this team already got there. So let's show you what it looks like up close. All right. Information. My show is right here. Why is it still? I don't want it playing in the background. Let's get rid of that. So I'm gonna play the not the short version from Third Phase. I'm gonna play the regular version from Third Phase of Moon. Because we have Third Phase over there now. Third Phase is reestablished now as the shorter version of the Third Phase of Moon clips, in case you haven't figured that one out. So, yeah, well, we could do a short clip. Let's show you what it looks like on Third Phase. Let's promote Third Phase a little bit. Here it is. Wait. You didn't change it. It's still not the... You gotta... Guys, come on now. Make me come a Hawaiian... What's wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this picture? This should be up here as well. Come on! All right, here we go.
We've come to the conclusion that there's something that definitely looks like it is man-made and it is an artistic representation. Richard, what do you make of these events? I'm sure glad people got on the ground. Welcome to the show, Richard.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I always hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a friend of mine on Messenger, Sebastian, sent me the links to these people who were at the Monolith. And to me, it's solved. I definitely see what looks like man-made rivets or whatever the guy called them. He said it was hollow inside. You can see saw marks on the ground. They said it did a good job, but unfortunately it has to come to light, and we knew we would get to the bottom of it. We were planning on going there. You had everything ready to go, and this just popped up.
There are apparent monoliths that we've seen on Google Earth via Mars, the moon. We got to get there. We got to find out. At least people got down to the location and we found out what it was.
Thanks, DB Cooper.
This is a good thing. Nobody got hurt. Let's keep it that way. Rich, appreciate you joining us and sharing this information. We wanted to get it out as fast as possible.
Yeah, thanks, Blake, for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right, Rich. We appreciate. That's what it's.
I sound so happy. Oh yeah.
It's all about everybody getting the information out as fast as possible, and that's what we're doing right here at Third Phase Moon. We want to find out either way, so that's what we're doing. Appreciate you joining us. We got a lot of UFO sightings coming up, so.
Yeah, so stay buckled in your chair, everybody. That's what that means. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Mr. DB Cooper. So that's it. It's over. It's done. Finita. The weird thing about it is there's one more probably episode coming up from the Leak Project. Glad to see Leak Project is now part of the team. Officially. Guy's got a lot of energy on other shows here in the past. We've jumped into the Leak Project's live stream here and there, and even we said the same thing. I used to say about other people, like, the guy sounds great, but he believes a lot of stuff, in my opinion, that I wouldn't believe in. But I understand. It's about, and I don't like it. I don't like letting the public decide. I like to decide for the public because I think I know. I think I know. And I think we all figured it out. Lee today, Happily Bodge, was saying, I knew this 3 days ago. We all kind of did. We all kind of did. And it's a shame it has to end this way. But I'm excited to see what the Leak Project found over there, and see if there's a video coming up later with him and his crew. Apparently, this monolith is hollow inside, and you could definitely see saw marks on the ground, and it's definitely man-made. And they said it's in there. It won't budge. That thing is really in the ground. Probably 4 or 5 feet. Probably a third of it is underground. It kind of reminds me of Easter Island. You only see what are those? The Moads. You only see the heads, but underneath you got the whole body doing this. Hey, a whole bunch of bodies underneath. I'm gonna take this chair. I'm gonna throw it out the 3rd floor window, and I'm in the 2nd floor. All right. I hate when things come to an end. But, you got people out there just ripping and very few. Less than 1% of people out there that have watched this, telling Third Phase, you got egg on your face. Oh, that's so funny. You guys are fakers. Nobody faked anything. It was on the news, for cripe's sakes. It was on the news. How can anybody say they faked it? What bothers me is there was that Corey guy who supposedly has a very well-established reputation as an honest person in the community. Him and his family, I think, saw something fall out of the sky. I don't know if I forget what Blake said it might be. Some sort of rocket or something. I don't know. There was something that came down in that area last week. And I think that's what the guy probably saw. Something, it was like some sort of landing of a rocket. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's pretty wild. Pretty wild stuff. And, you have to go all the way to the end. You just can't stop reporting on something. That's what makes me laugh. I mean, what was Third Phase and everybody else who was looking into this monolith? What were we supposed to do? It's got a rivet. It's got 12 rivets on that. It's man-made. Not talk about it, not try to figure it out. Third Phase had an interview with the pilot, with the guy in the area, and many other people, as you heard. They did some good ground research over the phone, whatever you want to call it. Pretty interesting to me how people are so willing to talk about interesting things they've seen. And even the pilot, he said it's most likely man-made. We just don't know who put it there, but it is interesting. It's in the middle of nowhere. End of story. Say goodnight. We got probably one more chapter to talk about. Maybe some real good close-up stuff from Leak Project coming on. Maybe later on today, coming over. What? I don't know. Going to Third Phase. I don't know what they're doing over there. All right. So this humanoid, we're going to go back not to April this year. The person who captured it is Jim Martin. A lot of you know Jim Martin. If you don't know him, well, look him up. What? Jim Martin? All right, I'll pull it up here. What does Jim Martin do? Interesting question. Glad you should ask. He has the YouTube channel Infamous Fan Club. I don't know. Who does he work for? Oh, I forget. I know he's important to ufology somehow.
Named Robert.
He's important to ufology somehow. Well, anyway, we're going to look at this interview here, and I'll find out who he is, what he does in a minute. I just know his name. I can't think real quick. All right, I'm going to play the interview from April this year. Not the whole thing, just pieces. And this way I can prepare you, and you may even see the humanoid thing in this interview. So check this out. This is about, in the thumbnail, you see that little creature with 2 dots on the left. 5 years ago, he captured it. And I don't know what it is. It's weird.
The world, people claim they have the power to summon UFOs with their minds. All they have to do is ask for it. We've got the man himself, seen by millions from around the world. His videos are famous, but now you're about to meet him. His name is Jim Martin from 1091 Media. You've seen the documentaries. Well, he's one of the men behind it. The newest documentary, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, a producer on it, Jim Martin. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Blake. I'm excited to be here today at Third Phase of Moon.
Well, you know, people have seen your videos, but they didn't get to meet the person behind it. We like to kind of give credit where credit's due, from the people who shot it, and, you know, tell people where it was shot and what were they thinking. It's kind of important, in my opinion, to get people's accounts of their encounters. Jim, what do you attribute these encounters that we're going to be viewing in this episode? We want to thank everybody who's joining us right now at Third Phase of Moon. We're doing it. Jim, what do you think is the correlation between you and these encounters?
Well, I attribute the sightings I have to a process called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind Protocol, CE5, or as other people refer to it, UFO summoning. And that is where you use your mind to project thought and intention to produce a UFO encounter and experience, what we call human-initiated contact. I learned this about 6 years ago. I first saw Dr. Greer's movie Sirius, and that really opened up my mind to the possibility of using thought to initiate contact. And then from there, I met a local legend in Los Angeles named Robert Bingham, who taught me first.
All right, I'm going to stop it here. Anybody want to take a guess on what this is? All right, this is the only one I don't like. All the other ones are pretty cool.
How to call UFOs using thought projection. And then from there, a series of really incredible...
Oh, come on. That's got to be a balloon with the string and one of those reflective strings. You know, it's not even a string. It's probably like a band, you know, and like a ribbon type of thing that reflects. We've done a test on these before.
Sightings ensued over the past, 5-6 years.
That's funny that he's got it right there.
We're looking at an incredible sighting called the Tower of Light. We're showing it to you. I want to get everybody's opinions. What do you think Jim Martin captured? Where was this sighting and when?
All right, so that's the guy. That's the guy we're going to watch his video. Here it is.
Agree. Some of the strangest encounters take place during this initial period. To this day, I have yet to record another sighting of this anomaly. It remains the strangest UFO that I have ever witnessed.
And before I play that, I'm going to tell you what you're going to see. You're going to see a balloon on the right side of the screen that has a string on it, and it's wobbling like this. It even makes that creaking noise. To the left of it is the humanoid. He'll explain it. If it was a balloon, I wouldn't even bother today with it. I don't know what it is. It's freaking weird. I mean, weird to the next level weird.
The sighting took place in Newport Beach, California, and was recorded in front of my apartment. The UFO had a vertical trajectory, as seen from the balcony in my backyard. Upon reviewing the footage closely, it appears to be a flying extraterrestrial.
Oh, 7 years ago. Don't dismiss it yet.
Let's take a closer look at this capture.
Don't dismiss it yet.
The object was flying vertically and fast. I could see it clearly in the viewfinder. Whoa. As we apply a gray filter, the object begins to take shape with repeated flashes on either side.
Whoa.
Here we scale up the object and add a green filter. We can see the humanoid form with the UFO kicking out its legs. Here's a couple of still images. First shot showing the orbs on either side of the UFO. We see the being has white pants with a black upper body. As we look at the gray filter, we see more details emerge. Here we scale up the UFO. We can see some kind of machinery.
All right, are you into it yet? I mean, is this crazy or what? I have to stop it. Out of respect. Now, the reason I like this isn't because it's hard to figure out, although I don't know if I just figured it out sitting here, but it's weird. The legs look like it's running. He'll tell you everything here, but I captured a humanoid in 2005 on September 23rd, and I played the video here, and you can tell it's humanoid-ish, and the legs are moving. Not only that, my video did not do justice for what I saw through the binoculars. To the eye, to the naked eye, if I just looked up at it, and there was chemtrails, they filled the night sky into the morning when I videotaped it. You can see crisscrossing everywhere. It formed a cover over the city. So the backdrop was easy for me to see it with my eyes. And all I saw was a red dot in the sky. Until I got my binoculars, which I usually do first. And when I looked at it, it looked like, and that was before, was that before? That was before the Iron Man. And I remember looking up and saying, it looks like a metal type of suit. It looks like a guy swimming in the sky is what I said. Had an octagon-shaped helmet. This is mine. It was golden. There was a reddish light emanating from the center of the body where I called the control panel, or he actually says the same thing I kind of said. Anyway, this is way better than what I captured, and I'm sure if I was able to get as close as he did, it might look like this, but this is just bizarre. It really is.
Emerging from around the beam, it almost appears as if it's some kind of jetpack or flying chair.
Unbelievable.
With a tube going around the top of the head.
That's what I said. I said it looks like he's in a high chair. It looks like he's sitting in a chair that has a high back on it. You know, the back came up to the head. That's exactly what he's talking about, man. It's wild stuff to hear somebody, and I don't know why I dismissed this so much earlier when I first saw it.
And a lower strut below. Let's take a look at some different filters, starting with green. The UFO has a running-like movement. We inverted the color wave, turning the body of the being black. The filter brings out the human-like qualities, particularly in the legs. Looking at the still images, we see incredible variation in the slides, with the humanoid form throughout the recording. And the last slide, showing the most distinct features of humanoid characteristics. We looped a portion of the recording to demonstrate the movement of its legs. Here we can see the UFO kicking its legs quickly as if running through the sky.
That is so stupid.
This is the most
Why would it
interesting
do that?
detail of this recording. Watching the UFO activating the orbs. It appears the being is triggering them.
That's
Slowing
crazy.
the footage down, it looks like his arm is pressing a button, making the orbs appear.
I don't get it. It's actually doing this. like it's pounding on its little table. Anyway, there's more. I know, this is crazy, right?
Here we can see the round head, the eyes, the upper torso, and legs.
Buff. Look how buff those legs are, man. Those are made for running. In air.
2 orbs on either side of the UFO. Looking at the ancient art in the caves of Uzbekistan, we see
Goods all
drawings
over
of
art.
these same strange beings.
See?
To the archaeological site of the Door of the Sun, we see
on.
these same beings carved into stone. The being is holding 2 rods on either side of it,
You gotta be
similar
kidding
to
me.
the UFO presented.
All right. Do you see that just makes it another level, doesn't it?
Did the ancients see these same UFOs? Looking at the case, the resemblance is striking.
If this guy faked it, that would have to be the best fake ever. I would say. Probably, right? So, this was in 2003. 13. The drone technology we have today, I don't know if it was back. I don't think it was like this back then. What I thought it might be, until you see the hand moving and the lights coming on and the legs running, I thought it might be one of those, you launch it, like, I don't know, with an air rifle or something, you know, and it goes way the heck up there. Maybe 500 feet, maybe 200 feet. Doesn't look that high. And it has a propeller. And the propeller pops out and it starts spinning. That's what it looks like. It looks like some sort of toy or something like that. And I found out there was a toy. I think it was a Star Wars toy. What are those? What were they called? Oh, they all wore the white? I can't think. Stormtroopers. Am I wrong on that? I don't know if there was a Stormtrooper toy back then. Third faces, those orbs of light are stabilizers. Probably. There is no eyes? Yes, there is. How can you say there's no eyes? Pork chop. Right here. In the helmet. Look. What else you want us to call it? Yeah, it's a helmet. It looks like there's eyes. I see why you're upset. Okay. All right. The helmet has a place for the eyes to look through is what he should said. Gotcha. You're right. You're right. There are no eyes. 100% right. Is there more at the end? I think there's one more thing he says at the end. Still remains a mystery. I've not encountered anything like it since.
I've not yet encountered anything like it since. If you have witnessed or recorded anything similar, please feel fan club on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a fan club. It is the infamous fan club. Pretty cool video. The link will be in the description, obviously, after the show. Well, what do you think? I mean, my God. You know? It's weird. See the balloon over here? Watch the balloon.
As we look at the gray filter, we see more details emerge.
So that makes me not like this in the same screen as this. And did you know he didn't even mention the balloon? You never mention balloons. That I was always told that by people who said, if you want your stuff to be credible, and I'm not, this wasn't Third Phase, by the way. They didn't say this. This was all the way in the beginning. As a matter of fact, I don't know who told me. Maybe it was Jeff Willis. I don't remember. Never put balloons in the title of your video. Because back then, you know, I just had a website. And what else did he say? Never mention balloons. Never say the word balloons, because you don't want people thinking balloons. But that's what it looks like. What am I supposed to say? Hey, it looks like some round things you may see at a birthday party. Come on, man. You can't play stupid. You just got to say it like it is. I'm not playing stupid. I don't know why Jim never said anything about this when it's in here. He could have just said, don't worry about the object on the right. That's just from a birthday party up the street. You know, it is a weird object. I kind of like it.
Or flying chair with a tube going around the top of the head.
Hey, those are claims. You can see what looks like a thing going around, connecting here and here. Right? And then it's empty in the middle. Something connected there, something connected there with a tube going around the back of the helmet. You can see the arm here. Looks like there's something in its hand. Could be a dot.
And a lower strut below.
I don't know.
Let's take a look at some different filters, starting with green.
It's just bizarre. Just the weirdness of it. I want to see something. Tell me if you think you might see a propeller on the top.
UFO had a vertical trajectory, a scene from the balcony in my backyard.
Yeah. Let me see something here. Come on.
Upon reviewing the footage closely and fast.
See? There's something up here, and I don't know if that's the exhaust from the jetpack, maybe? It's falling at a pretty fast rate. What I want to know is, where's the rest of the video? I wanted him to say, I lost it behind the trees, and I couldn't see it. I want to see him running down that street looking for it. But we don't get that. Maybe he said it in the interview with Third Phase. So let's go back to that real quick and see what he says. I don't want to know about the balloon. I want to know about other stuff. He's using the CE5 technique, and just like I think, who said it in the chat room, you've done it for so long and it still hasn't worked. Well, it hasn't worked for me. I meditated every day. I can't think of a day where I didn't, for about 4 years. At the end of 2004 to the end of 2007, right around this time of year. I remember it was cold and raining, and I didn't go out. And then I didn't go out again and again. Because it was flooded in the field that I go to, that's right. And it stayed flooded for about 5-6 days, because it rained a lot. So I never did it. I never meditated out in that field again, because then we wound up moving and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. It never worked for me, and I don't know if it ever will. Maybe the aliens don't like my beacon. Maybe my beacon isn't as bright as I think it may be. Yet I still have weird activity and weird experiences, so I think my beacon's just fine.
Briefing I did in 1997 with the head of intelligence for the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Tom Wilson. The data on that has since leaked out. Edgar Mitchell realized there was this connection between space and these extraterrestrial life forms and the science of consciousness that was very integral to the study. Most of the people that I have met with in senior science, NASA, aerospace, and intelligence community figures know that the key missing ingredient out of most people's understanding of the whole UFO phenomenon is the science of consciousness. The ETs are trying to encourage people to understand higher consciousness and universal mind, to be able to have a relationship with them that's going forward into the future. And Edgar Mitchell realized that quite early on because of his own personal experience out in space as the sixth man to walk on the moon.
What's the nature of the universe we live in? What is our relationship to the larger reality?
Well, you know, I always wondered about Edgar Mitchell. Why would an astronaut of his caliber, he walked on the moon, yes? Why would he, or he just went there? No, I think he walked on the moon. He was like the sixth person, I think, right? Why would he risk it all? His entire reputation if he didn't believe that he saw a UFO out there. To me, that's compelling to another level. And who else said they saw it? The other astronaut. He passed, well, they both passed away, but it's on the tip of my tongue. I should know this, but I don't. I should know it. Several astronauts, even us looking through the International Space Station, have seen videos that get cut off because of these incredible moving dots that we see. And some of them aren't just dots. They look like there's some structure. You can see the reflection either from the sun or the light of the ISS on these ships. If it's space debris going at 17,500 miles an hour in orbit around the Earth, I don't think you would get that close to another object unless you're able to control it. And control it masterfully so you don't crash into the other person going 17,500 miles an hour. Edgar Mitchell and who was the other guy? No, yeah, Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, no, the other guy. He kind of talked like this. He kind of talked like Bob Lazar / Bledsoe. Hey, Fraps Epicino. Welcome, everybody. Angie Young, thank you. Yeah, Angie Young, I think you said that earlier. You meditate. Oh, the only thing you found was sleep. Not Buzz Aldrin. It's just... no, not Buzz Aldrin. The other one. He talked like this. Buzz Aldrin talks like a lunatic. Gordon Cooper. Thank you, Scott Seekins. If I had something to give you, I'd get it good all over outer space. Here we go. Let's continue with Edgar Mitchell talking about seeing UFOs.
If that's a part of the larger reality and we're denying it, that to me is...
Look at how young. What a stud.
All right, we're back with Jim Martin, and we want to appreciate him sharing us these clips. We even have more clips coming up from the documentary itself, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. But I want to get to more sightings that Jim Martin has captured throughout the past 8 years of doing the CE5, Las Vegas, Nevada. Tell me about this sighting.
So this is a really unique sighting. This was a couple years ago, actually about 5 years ago in February. February 14th, 2015, I had gone to Las Vegas for a friend of mine's wedding. And this was during a time of a lot of UFO sightings were happening for me no matter where I traveled in the country. So I brought all my cameras with me to Vegas for this wedding with the intention of filming a UFO on this trip. Now I realize that sounds kind of crazy bringing camera gear to my friend's wedding, but at the time I just assumed I'd be able to produce phenomenon wherever I went. So I was determined to try over Las Vegas.
Wait a second. Oh, these two. I thought these were part of it. Okay, so just these two. Well, that's interesting. Right over the city. This is different than our good friend from Las Vegas. Oh, we should check out Las Vegas UFOs right after this, as a matter of fact.
So after the wedding, I was back in my hotel room that evening, and I concentrated my intentions.
Oh, airplanes coming in for a landing. That's what this is. I remember this.
Sent out the thought request to produce...
It's not airplanes coming in for a landing? Okay. Scene 2, and they do have the airport. The airport is centrally located in Vegas. Pretty close to the Strip, 5 minutes.
Sighting, and a mere 10 minutes later, these strange orange lights appeared in the sky right over the Las Vegas Strip. And it was actually one of the nights Justin Bieber had a concert there.
That's what they are. They line up coming... Oh, that's interesting.
There's tons of traffic. You can see in the footage this was just over to the right of the New York Hotel.
I don't know.
You're going to see a couple of these orange lights that come in and out, and then a large kind of structure with a secondary smaller object attached to it. To me, it was very unusual. I'd never seen anything like it before. And the fact that I, initiated the protocols and had this response, for me, was confirmation that it was a UFO sighting.
So where are these?
We'll have to find those somewhere. Let's take a look, see if he's got another one. This one? Yeah, let's go here.
And subconsciousness. And that is their chief operating system.
Oh, that's part of the show? Okay. I can't watch these again. I just saw the movie for the third time. 6 hours of my life I'll never get back. No, it was a good movie.
Things that would defy natural aerospace or aeronautics of man-made craft. And I think...
I know a lot of people want to believe that that is UFOs releasing UFOs. In my experience, now I'm not there, but I have seen balloons get pushed out like this. You know, sometimes when balloons are up in the sky, not sometime, all the time when balloons are out there, they're bopping into each other and they loosen the knot that's keeping them together. And then what happens is, the ones that get free, they're good for life. How come we never see them do this? Come down and go bing! Or come down and go boom! No, they don't. We have that one that I can't explain, where it looks like it's a spinning orb and it's shooting to the left and to the right. I don't know what that is. So it's... If I was to look at these in a new set of eyeballs and try to imagine that, well, maybe this isn't balloons, that these are UFOs, well, that would verify the one that I just talked about where you see them flying out the left and the right. So I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but what I have on video and what I see here are the same. So I can only go by what evidence I have in my back pocket. Are there orbs that shoot out of other bigger, larger orbs? Maybe. I'm not saying no at all, 100%, but most likely it's balloons releasing part of that bundle that you're seeing here. Let's take a little, hopefully he gets in closer and maybe we'll see something. We should see a string on this.
You know, if you really look closely at the footage, I've sent this to all types of experts. Ben Hansen, FBI agent, has reviewed the footage.
And it's just amazing how they're all going the same speed because they're balloons in the wind.
To Jeremy Corbell, Dr. Greer, all types of people have reviewed these recordings and verified them.
I think so they verified it. They went out there, flew up in the sky, somehow got back in time to do that and verified it. You can't verify those aren't balloons. The only thing they would say is, great job, you did it. Corbell? Why would you take Corbell's word for anything? He looks through a lens. Yeah, a movie lens. That's it. Corbell.
You just have to ask yourself, you know, if you can't demonstrate to me another piece of footage that exemplifies the recording I'm demonstrating, I think that stands as good, reasonable evidence. Secondly, if I can...
See, you know what I like about me? You know what I like? I remember what it was like before I got into ufology, and I would look at these videos just like you're looking at them now, and I'd sit there with my jaw dropped. And I always said, how come I never see anything? Because I looked up a lot. When I was outside, I was always enamored with weather, which is why I storm chased for half a decade. And, I still go out in them. You've seen me go out in the storms. So, that's something I like to do. Never seen anything. I have videotaped, and I'm pretty sure I lost the file. Sadly. And I never talked about it with you. But in 2014, I don't know what phone I had at the time. I think it was the iPhone 3G. But anyway, I was working until 9 o'clock at night, and I was driving home, and thunderstorms had already passed through while we were working. And I'm driving home, and I see lightning to the right of me, about 5 miles away, maybe a little further. And I recorded the most phenomenal thing I've ever recorded. Other than maybe, a fleet or, you know what I mean, something that, this was different than that. I saw orange, and I videotaped it. It wasn't hard to see, but if I was to put it up on a screen, I think it would have distorted it so much you might not have been able to see it, because it was hard to see, but once you see it, you couldn't unsee it. And I saw these orange lights go into the thunderstorm from, like they would have gone over my car, at the most incredible speed. And when they went into the storm, they went so fast. They went like this, and then they would go into the storm, like right up it, like right up the gut. And I'd see these. As I'm driving, see these lights go like that. So I showed it to a few people that were into UFOs, and I said, do you think maybe I'm just recording the passing lights and it's a reflection off the window? And he says, no way, which it's true. It wasn't. Because when the lights did appear, because there's always construction here, a section of those lights weren't there. They were off. So even though the freeway was there and I could see because of the headlights of other cars and myself, the freeway lights weren't lit for a good 1,000 feet. And you could see a couple of these lights go right into the thunderstorms. And not just one thunderstorm. That was the amazing thing. There was one here and one here. You'd see them come, and then one would go this way right into this thunderstorm, and one would go into this one. So if I ever find that footage, it would be a miracle, and I think it would have to be on a computer I don't have. I don't know. I'll look for it. I just remembered all that. Arizona is so great for UFOs, and I remembered because I was cleaning out the phone. That's how I found them, and I never wanted to delete those, so I made a special file for them on the phone and had it on the home screen so I could always look at it and show people, check out these UFOs. And that has been reported numerous times around the globe, especially at volcanoes. That's what it reminded me of, those UFOs that are near volcanoes. And you know the one where you see the tracer and you can see it go right into the volcano? That's how fast these objects were going. They were leaving a little trail behind them on the phone. It's pretty cool. It's a shame that that's lost, possibly. I'm pretty sure it is because I've looked for it. All right, are we done with this guy? Are there any others? Let's see. Oh, this looks interesting. Okay.
Killing me here.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're staying in one spot here.
All right, that's cool. Wow. What the hell, man? That's kind of cool.
Robert!
Holy
Robert!
Wow. So what's happening is this is a triangular formation, and it was upright, it looked like, and now the center, it's tilting over. So we're just seeing the 3 now, so it's flat almost.
Triangle, they're forming a triangle right there.
Take pictures.
Take pictures. Right there.
Take pictures, that's them.
Or it's just three balloons with a very dense air mass without a lot of movement. Because if you see the clouds look like they're chill, right? You see how they're just wisping upward, kind of? This is just warm air rising, I think. So these aren't being pushed around a lot. They did stay semi-equidistant to each other, or equidistant, however you want to say that word.
That's where
It was 3 perfect spheres.
Nah, can't say they were perfect. Nobody knows. You weren't up there. No, I'm just kidding. I want to look at this part again. It was pretty cool.
All right. See those?
So
I don't know if they can see them or not, but they're there.
Yeah. Why is this different?
Oh, man.
I thought that looked better. Oh, here we go.
Killing me here.
See, now it looks like it's turning, right? Doesn't it look like it's doing this, kind of like this? And then it goes like this. That's how I imagine this.
One spot here.
See the triangle.
See how this cloud, now you don't only look here, you got to look at the clouds too. Just look how they're just forming right there. They're not being pushed. They're generally right around. This is just a smooth, upward, kind of stabilized air mass in that area. That's all it is. Probably balloons. It's pretty cool though. I don't know. I like to see more. I want to see more, and we've played quite a bit. What else is here? These are releasing.
And I meditated and I concentrated my attention.
Yeah. We all did. What's this?
Orbs I have filmed. This was more like a elongated moving portal. And as I put the camera on this object, amazingly enough, it shot out 3 spheres which formed a perfect triangle formation exiting the main object, again making this confirmation of forming this triangle pattern and then kind of acknowledging my call and our communication together.
What kind of information or...
All right, you know what? Tomorrow it's Thanksgiving. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to everybody if I don't talk to you. Happy Thanksgiving. I know in some places of this country, like California, they want you to wear a mask inside your house. Don't have more than 6 people. Don't talk loud or argue. No singing. Because all those things project your spit outward to the world. And, neighbor, you can call the police on your neighbors if there's more than 6 people in your neighbor's home. Go ahead and do that. See what happens. Can you believe this shit? I don't mind. I don't think we should have a Thanksgiving. I think everybody... No, seriously. I'm thinking, why mix everything up at the peak of this thing? Well, we're seeing a second wave, I guess. Look, if you want to make believe nothing's happening, I can do that too. Nothing's happening, but let's just play it safe and say there is a pandemic going on. The numbers in Arizona are through the roof. We're almost at 5,000. I think it was 4,755 new cases yesterday or the day before. Yesterday. It's pretty crazy, right? Now we're hitting peak levels that we hit in June, July, August, September, October, 5 months ago. And it's now the pandemic is doing what it was supposed to do. Remember earlier in the year it was just hitting pockets. It's hitting all over the Northeast. Now it's hitting the Midwest. It's moving down over to Southeastern and Florida, North Carolina. All those places are now getting it. Oh, they got a case over in California, Oregon. Oh my God, how did it jump over Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado? Because it did. That's why we got it in June when everybody else was getting it in March, April, and May. Now it's everywhere. You see? It's supposed to be. You don't have a smart virus. What is smart virus? Yo, guys, let's get out of here. It's getting too hot. Let's go down. Let's go up north. No, I heard it's cooler. We'll take over those 5 states. Blue virus, you go that way. 17, 18, you go that way. 19, you go with me. Come on. We're going to wipe out this whole entire world, guys. We're going to rule the world. Well, the vaccine's supposed to be delivered out to the most important people that need it in the middle of December. I qualify, yet I am not going to take it. I am going to stand ground and see what the side effects are if people start turning into freaking zombies first. Come get your vaccine. Their arms are falling off. No, not me. I'm waiting. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to leave the house. Ma, a lot of meatballs. You too. This is a pretty weird time we're living in. I'm not taking any chances. I want to be up and at 'em. You know what I mean? I need to be awake. I need to be not sick. That's what I need to be. The best thing to do is to let Thanksgiving go. Just let it go. It's okay. Nobody's going to get hurt. It'll be okay, Ma. You ain't make no Thanksgiving to go play football? Stay home. They'll play football. I think the Bears and who's playing? Chicago and Detroit. You got your classic games. Dallas and the football team now. Mr. DB Cooper with a $5 super chat. Ma! Turkey meatballs! We can't say turkey. Can't tell Ma to make turkey meatballs. Oh, Thanksgiving balls, Ma! See, when you say Thanksgiving balls, she thinks the turkey's chicken. And she'll mix it in, she'll give you Parmesan meatballs. Little cheese, little chicken inside a meat patty. There's nothing better than that. Thanks for the $5 super chat, by the way. By the way, we need to do this real quick before I forget. The first thing we talked about tonight was what? The Monolith, right? That was solved. But we never talked or heard who solved it. So let's do that. Let's give the credit out to the person who actually found out where it was and went there. And then later tonight, I think the Leak Project may have some video from there. Yeah, here we go. Just a minute. You can start now. Anytime you're ready. Here we go. Buckle up. Are you buckled?
I'm pressing record.
Welcome back. Blake Cousins here. Third Phase of Moon. We've got the update from
Oh, wait. Is this it?
Utah. Let me tell you, it's kind of been a wild ride, and people are already
This is
on
the
the
long
ground
version.
over there at the Monolith. They found out what it is. We wanted to give you an update. We
Those
have Richard
bastards
from GoofOn right now, and we're looking at this. He's the one that shared me this video, and we're looking at it in the background. So
Damn
apparently
straight.
what we're looking at is the video from
Yeah,
the
boy.
location captured by Heavy D Sparks. They're looking at it very closely. Obviously, you can see a lot of people on the ground there, and we're finding out what it is. We told you at Third Phase of Moon, as soon as we found out, we'd let you know. And we've come to the conclusion that there's something that definitely looks like it is man-made, and it is an artistic representation. Richard, what do you make of these events?
Anyway, Heavy D Sparks. He's the guy who broke the story, so I couldn't remember his name to save my life right now. So, Heavy D Sparks. What's going on in that chat room? Yeah, it's kind of weird tonight. Slow night here at GoofOn. Oh, because we were late. I was late. 45 minutes. It does that to the show. You lose I lose about 15% of the show every single time. If I start more than 15 minutes late, people are on to something else. They're like, I'm not going to go over there now. I'm already into the movie. I'm already watching the other show. I'm already invested in this. And we lose them. At least that's what I'm telling myself. All right. So, who else sent me the Humanoid? Somebody sent me a Humanoid? Let me pull that up there. Missy! Humanoid, where are you? I'm pulling you up. Hold on, guys. Suggested. Missy. Here we go. Ew, I can't play that. How dare you send that to me? What if I put that on the show? See? All right, I don't see a humanoid yet. A lot of I don't see it.
I'm Sandra Smith.
Hey, this is what I was just talking about. Check it out. While I'm looking for that, what I have to do, see on the computer, I don't know if you've noticed this with Messenger. but they only show you the last couple of hours of messages. Look, this goes back to 6:02 a.m. today. And if I go to somebody else, when they messaged me, 8:18, I can't go back any further than when they started today. That sucks. You can't see. Kay Kaylee with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving. No turkey balls. Oh, gosh. I was trying to see what the... Is that a Canadian... Is that the... What is that? It's a leaf. A 5-leaf clover? Thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat, Kay Kaylee. Thank you very much. Ooh, generoso. Yeah, so I'm not going to take the vaccine until I see how the rest of you deal with it. Capiche? So here it is. New York business owner. What is this? I don't know. It was sent to me.
In for Martha McCallum. And this is the story. As millions of Americans hunker down this year for a socially distanced Thanksgiving, millions of others are hitting the road. In fact, the TSA is reporting the highest number of travelers since the pandemic began, despite the CDC urging Americans to stay home for the holiday.
Way to go! You guys, way to go, America. Thank you for caring about me and my family. I gotta go see my family. I haven't seen Ma since the pandemic. No, she's 89. She's on respirator. Sounds like she has COVID. I wouldn't go over there. I can't cancel the ticket.
But many are growing frustrated, in particular with state officials, because they believe some measures just go too far. For example, in Pennsylvania, businesses cannot serve alcohol on Thanksgiving Eve.
The biggest day for drinking is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It leads to an increase in the exchange of the fluid.
Oh my God, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
That leads to increased infection.
And in Oregon, Governor Kate Brown urging people to call the police if they see someone violating COVID mandates.
This is no different than what happens if there's a party down the street.
You can tell this lady has never had a good time. Never. She's never seen a good time. She looks like the Crypt Keeper's wife.
Oh, let me tell you this, Crypt Keeper. I'm Kate Brown. I'm an Oregon governor. Stay home where I can find you. Do not drink, or you will spread the C-19. Oh, Thanksgiving, I hate holidays. And by the way, I'll be back in time for Christmas.
Street, and it's keeping everyone awake. What do neighbors do? They call law enforcement.
And in New York, Governor Cuomo says law enforcement officials that do not enforce mandates are, quote, dictators.
You don't have the right. This is the biggest douchebag on the planet. Him and his brother. Total douchebags.
To pick laws that you think you will enforce, and you don't enforce laws that you don't agree with, right? That's not a
do as I say, not as I do. Yeah.
Law enforcement officer. That's a dictator.
And then there is this video out of Orchard Park, New York. Business owner Robbie De Niro, defying state restrictions on gatherings, held a large protest in his gym with other local business owners who feel COVID restrictions go too far. Then the Department of Health and local law enforcement showed up, and this happened.
I've lost friends, I've lost family who've killed themselves. I've seen clients die because they've lost their livelihood.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know you are, and I'm asking for you to guys have some compassion.
They're just doing their job.
There we go.
You should all be wearing masks.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Don't worry about my health.
My health isn't your concern.
You're meant to be wearing a mask. It's a government.
Okay, well then write me up.
It's the law.
Okay, then take me to jail. Get a warrant. Go get a warrant.
Bring a warrant.
Go get a warrant.
I don't trust that.
Yes, you do.
Come back with the warrant. Robbie De Niro is a business owner in Orchard Park, New York, and he joins us now. Robbie, good evening.
This is amazing.
Hey, thank you for having me here.
You've got quite a crowd there behind you. I'll let you tell me about that in just a moment. But what did we just see happen in that video?
They're still coming in.
I've got you. You're live on TV right now, Robbie. What happened in that video that we all just saw?
Okay, I posted on Facebook Friday night that I wanted to get together business owners and protest and fight the lie.
Wait a second. How did he grow a beard overnight like this? Am I missing something? Did he not have a beard? I don't see the bearded guy anywhere. Who is it?
When some sheriffs and a Department of Health official showed up uninvited, my business was closed. We were not conducting business. This was a protest. They walked in uninvited. A couple of the patriots that were here with me said, hey, Robbie, there's some sheriffs here and Department of Health officials. What do you want us to do? And I said, get them to leave. And, well, the video speaks for themselves. Those patriots took it upon themselves to stand shoulder to shoulder and tell them to get out. And we were right, because if we were wrong, they would have called for backup and come back. But they didn't. They left.
It is our understanding, though, there is an update to this story tonight, and the Department of Health did come knocking this evening. What happened?
They did. My business is closed, just like they want me to. But I was here after hours, and the sheriffs came again, escorting a Department of Health official. I told them to get off my property. I told them that there are procedures they need to follow. This is after hours, and they have no right to be on my property without a warrant. I told them to come back. He said he wanted to deliver this piece of paper in an envelope. I said, nope, call, make an appointment. It's after hours. You can call and make an appointment. He taped it to the door. I finished kicking him off my property, and I opened it up, and it is a fine for $15,000.
Oh, my God.
Robbie, why do you feel these restrictions go too far?
Any infringement on our liberty goes too far. We were born with inalienable rights bestowed upon us by our Creator. They are guaranteed by the Constitution, specifically the Bill of Rights, the First through 14th Amendments, specifically. Any infringement on our freedom for any reason is too far. Our freedom cannot end where people's fear starts.
And I want to make...
So do you think this guy's got a valid point? Just to talk about it, I know it's because I started talking about holiday restrictions and shit. I know the numbers tell us we're in the middle of a pandemic, right? But according to the way these people are thinking, that first of all, the police came after hours. They didn't even come while the gym was open. But they don't want people gathering and protesting. And they think it's bad because there's a mandate. You have to wear a mask. You can't have more than a certain amount of people in a crowd. Funny, I remember some mandates happening and seeing Governor of California eating dinner with 12 people. He said it was outdoors. It looked like it was indoors without a mask on. So it's okay for the people who are in government to do what they want, but we can't do what we want. No, you know what you do? You protect the people who are 65 and older. Protect them. Let them stay somewhere safe. While the rest of the people who are younger that don't really die from this thing, just let us live our lives. It's less than, 0.4%, the death rate, I think. It's really, 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 really low. It's lower than the flu. This is what I'm reading. The death rate is way lower than it was because they have a lot of, what are those, homeopathic? They have a lot of therapy now. They got the vaccine coming out. All these people here are under 65 years old. The odds of them catching it are slim. The odds of them dying from it are astronomical. It's like 1 in what? A million. I don't know. And I understand you don't want children to get it or old people, but it's only the old that are dying from this if they catch it. So protect those. Don't go around your parents if you think you have it or feel sick. You know what I mean? People, I think, get it. But there's a mandate out there. I don't know if it's the law. I guess it is the law. And if you don't follow it, I think this guy will have that $15,000 fine removed. It'll be squashed. That's bullshit. That's a lot of money. And you know what? All these people and all of his clients will chip in if he's short on it. It's a shame what we're going through. Look, I think, and I know it may sound contradictory, but for the sake of the country and at least what we're going through, I say skip it. Skip Thanksgiving. Why fly in a tube, which is the worst thing you could do right now, is to fly. It's the worst thing. No way I'm going to do it. I thought my sister was flying out here, but they're driving halfway across the country. And I still don't know if I want to have Thanksgiving. I don't want to go. Why would I risk my parents who are in their late 70s? Why would I risk their lives? I could have it because you could have it and not know you have it. I had my temperature taken Friday, at the Greer thing. 77.5 was my temperature. And they said, okay. And I asked, what was my temperature? 77.5 or 70 or 97.5. I said, isn't 97.5 a little low? He says, yeah, but it's within range. So then they did Doc. And I think his was 95. It was too low, too cold. Well, we had the air conditioner hitting our heads, I guess, when we were driving because it was 90 degrees that day, last Friday in November. See, winter starts now. This week is going to be in the 60s. So it's officially started because for the next 15 days it says 60s and very low 70s here, which is great. Anyway, be safe. That's all I can tell you guys, man. Just be safe. Play it smart. I don't want to go, but I have to go. I really don't want to. And if there's one more person than the 6 people that we're going to have there, I'm leaving. I can't put myself at risk. I have underlying issues. Yeah. Can't do it. I may not go. I really may not go. The closer I get, the more worried I get. All right. I know. I'm okay. What is this? Tweet from Corey Good. Oh, this is kind of sad, you guys. Corey Good. I mean, love him or hate him. COVID. Please pray for my family. My father passed away yesterday, just over a year after my stepfather. Ugh. That is 5 close family members that have passed in just under 5 years. My father was a proud teacher, coach, musician. He's in the Rockabilly Hall of Fame. We miss him dearly. Thank you, Corey Good. That sucks. So, I tweeted back. I said, You know I hate your guts, but I feel... No, I didn't say that. I don't know. What did I say? GoFund sends its prayers or something like that. You can't be a dick every day. Somebody... Oh, this comes from Alien Scientist. Who wants to meet up at the Monolith and do a mass CE5 summoning event? What? Why? It's artwork. It's artwork. You can't make it be holy just because you want to do CE5. CE5. That's sad for Corey. B. Baker says, hey, Goofon, take zinc gluconate. Vitamin D3, most of the people who get really sick were found to be deficient in them. Oh. If you take them, you're likely to catch it as well. Zinc gluconate. Okay, I'm going to tell you, you probably know I'm not going to run out to the store and go buy it. I do have multivitamins, which I've been taking. Again, that's why I feel better. Without those multivitamins at my age, what am I now? 92? I need those vitamins. I don't get enough in my food, that's why, because I still eat like I'm 12. All right. Well, I got another one here. Oh, this is interesting. Comes from Scorpion on Twitter. Some people... What's that? Oh, hold on. You're right. Here we go. See it? No? $5 super chat. Sorry for your loss, Corey Good. Aw, that's nice. $5 super chat to Corey Good and his family. Look, no matter what you think about anybody in this field, other than Stan Romanek and Jan Harzan, it sucks to lose a parent. I hate to hear that. Because I know my parents... My dad has Parkinson's, and yesterday crashed the vehicle that they just bought a month ago. He blew both of the tires on the driver's side at an intersection when he passed. See, what my dad, because he has Parkinson's, his mind is starting to go, I think. Well, it is. And he's fascinated with slot machines on the iPad. And everywhere he goes in the house, shuffling his feet, he carries the iPad and is playing the game. And he can't put it down. And when the casinos were open, my parents were getting in arguments because he'd go through money so fast. Oh, but I almost won. I almost got this. And right when I walked through the door and go visit them, hey, Richie, you wouldn't believe I got $4 billion. I go, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Look at this. I got $4 billion. Hey, you look like you lost weight. What are you, dying? $4 billion. I'm like, it's not real. And he spends money to get more chips. And my dad, growing up, hated gambling. He wasn't a penny pincher. He was he looked for deals, let's just put it that way, and he was always on the back end of he never ever made a deal with a car, with anything. I feel bad for him because he's an intelligent person with a genius IQ when he was younger. Yeah, my dad was going to go work for, his dream was to go work for NASA in the propulsion and jets and everything else. And then he got my mom pregnant. They had to get married, and he became a cop instead. He went in the military, in the Army, did his thing. And then with those credentials, he was a cop, cab driver, and then a cop for 20 years. And now, I don't even recognize him. It's weird. And he falls down a lot. He cracked his head open a few weeks ago. He had to get 8 staples in his head. His arms have been bruised because he's been falling for 4 years. And when you have Parkinson's, for some reason, your brain doesn't work with your feet, and you take one step and your feet don't move, and next thing you know, you're on your face. So it's weird. And my mother's losing her mind. He has to wear, pads, like elbow pads, because he's falling a couple times a day. He had a knee operation a few months ago, and the doctors told him, if you fall one time, you're going to be back here getting your leg done again. You can't fall for 6 weeks. Do you understand? He fell the very next day. And he's been falling every day. He just doesn't listen. He can't take direction. He won't put down. He's carrying a bottle of wine, 2 glasses, and his iPad. He falls, and that's going to go right into his gizzard. Anyway, here's a tweet from Scorpion. Some people think that we've not come close to reverse engineering UFOs. He says UAPs, but now we are hearing rumors of triangular UAP. I guess it'll make them wonder whether it's ours or alien. So that's the rumors that are going around about Lieutenant Tim McMillan on Twitter. And on December 2nd, he's having this interview, I guess. What is the name of that magazine? Commute Project? What is it? I can't remember. But he's going to be in an article in this magazine talking about this triangular UFO incident over submarines in the middle of the ocean. And there's been pictures that have been sent. Now, here's what I don't like. So these pictures are being sent to a lot of people for some reason. A lot of people who have top secret clearance, they're getting this photo sent to them. And I guess it says, don't talk about this photo or something, I don't know. That's the story I heard, and Bob McGuire went on Grant Cameron's show and was talking about another triangular craft picture, and it's still, making headlines all over Twitter. That's the rumors going around about this new triangular UFO pic. And why, if the government wanted to keep it a secret, would they send it out to, 100 people? I heard it was a lot of people. Maybe that's just a rumor. I don't know. I don't even know if I was supposed to say it, but I did. Because my memory's bad. It's only bad right now. It's not always bad. Just the short-term stuff. Tomorrow I'll remember. I don't know the name of the magazine. So it's redacted on Twitter. Says, question for researchers out there. UAP are sometimes reported to split into 2, 3, or 4 or even more pieces. Do you guys or gals remember any other prominent cases where this happened? It occurred in the 1976 Tehran incident, for example. Did it?
Buried in the Defense Intelligence Agency's archive in an unnamed file is one of the most fascinating accounts of pilot interaction with UFOs. This document, sent to the CIA, NSA, and White House in 1976, details an encounter between Iranian Air Force pilots and multiple bright, flashing objects that performed impossible maneuvers. A review later declassified by the NSA shows the pilots' accounts were verified by a high-ranking general, radio tower operators, and radar signatures. These documents detail instrumentation failure experienced by aircraft that approach the objects, as well as physiological effects experienced by the aircrews.
I remember this. I remember the Tehran incident. I remember that. Yeah, it's a very credible report, by the way. That is just a ridiculous... I'll put the link to this in the chat room. yeah, here, look, we still got a few seconds left.
The wealth of detail and corroboration makes this one of the best documented military engagements with UFOs on record. We're a new channel covering declassified files like this. Subscribe to join us.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for It's Redacted. That's a good little name for a channel, isn't it? That's a good one. Yeah, that Tehran, man. They got all sorts of radar and physiological effects that were having on the pilots. They were feeling goofy, if you know what I mean. Kind of like I do now. But, yeah. I mean, sometimes, feeling goofy, it means like you're out in the middle of nowhere, man. You know what I mean? Just like in outer space or something. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we're out here. All right. I'm glad we're here. What's that? Yeah, the show just hit a wall. You can always tell when the show hits a wall. You can always tell. The show just hit a wall. Hey, it only took an hour and 15, hour and a half we've been going. Hey, look at us tonight going a little long. No, we're not long at all. We're short. We started late. Everything's good. All right, so a lot of people know about this Twitter thing with the Fugal. And it seems, Fugal blocked me. But with my other Twitter account, I was able to see any activity. And it's just so funny to watch. Just to watch people kiss his ass. Well, Tim McMillan was one of those people. And I think it's funny. Because he had a knee-jerk reaction to Bob McGuire talking about his UFO triangle. He thought that Bob was blowing his covers, his story. So when he goes into the magazine and tells his story, it would already be out there. Well, it's not the same story, come to find out. And Tim didn't know. He thought it was, so he started attacking Bob on Twitter more viciously than I did anything to Fugal. So it's funny, people are like, someone scooped Tim McMillan's story, and then this happened. And it shows like a fake, a riot. So people are making fun of Tim for blowing up on Bob McGuire. So I said, all because of a knee-jerk reaction to Bob's comment, right? So I have a less aggressive knee-jerk reaction to Fugal's bullshit UFO pics, and I'm the jerk? Funny when the shoe is on the other foot, eh, Tim? You can't say I'm wrong. You were way worse than my Fugal posts. Way worse. And of course, there's no. But when Timmy Boy does it, because they're all his friends. See, yeah, we're all friends. We all stick together, man. This guy, Captain Black, says, oh, this old, even Grant Cameron had this joke posted. Meme retweeted. Ha ha ha. Yeah, they should all keep quiet so you deliver the story. But I suspect the canary is cheaping, and he spells cheap CHEIP. What's this? Sidney Powell promises to very soon show us a real... Oh, that's just a joke. Okay, I see. That's funny, actually. I just find it funny how Lieutenant Tim attacks Bob way worse than what I did with Fugal. Yet, it's okay. We understand, Tim. It's okay. It was just a mistake. But when I do it, and I wasn't even near as a jerk as he was, it's amazing. You can see why. You can see they're all on the one side, on the far left side. I mean, they want all college debts to be paid. Yeah, that's great. That's great. What about the people they owe money to? They don't get that money? Yeah, have all that free schooling, free. Yeah, they think they're going to get free health care. Yeah, how's that? Who's going to pay for that? Oh, we're going to raise taxes. So I got to pay for you and you got to pay for me? How's that going to work? Well, it's going to be about $5,000 a year. A year? I don't got $5,000 to give. All right, about $3,500 a year to $5,000. I don't want to give any more money than I'm giving now. I'd rather pay $300 a month, the $3,600 that I would pay, and get my own doctor and have you tell me who I can see, and go into a free. No, I don't want it. Don't want it. What if I don't like the doctor? I like my doctor. Anyway, I don't know. How did I get into that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's just always funny when the shoe's on the other foot. I love these guys because that's what they all are. Do as I say, not as I do. How dare you talk to Fugle that way? He's a nice guy. So am I. I'm a nice guy. I really am. All right, I was going to get you the other humanoid, but I forgot. Let me pull that up real quick. I got to send these to myself. You know what I mean? Don't forget to like and subscribe. What's this here? Oh. Okay. So third phase says, it's not live now, is it? Hold on, guys. Can't be. No, I can't do that. Wow, talk about it got quiet. All right, so third phase tonight is going to be uploading a video tonight. I can't tell you what it's going to be, but holy mother effing shit. I am unbelievably surprised that this is coming out. It is, I'm just going to tell you, it's someone from Hollywood that's going to be on third phase. That's all I can tell you. I don't know if I should have said that, but I know what it is. I've seen most of it, maybe probably half of what they're going to show you, and wow, I can't tell you how excited that is. How excited I am to finally see the final project that they've been working on for a long time. That's going to be later. I don't know when. Maybe probably 1 a.m. Pacific or midnight Pacific. I don't know, but you know, it'll be. We're almost done here in a few minutes, in like 20 minutes or less. So it'd be after that. Hold on a second. Yeah, I put the phone down again, and I need to find that stuff from Missy. And I saw that message. Told you, my mind is gone. I talk about my father. My God, maybe I've got it. So yeah, he blew the tires because all he cares about is playing with the dashboard thing. What do you call it? The GPS and the radio and the satellite. So every time nobody will drive with him. So anytime he drives, he's got one hand on the wheel and his knee, right? And then he's over here doing this. So he's all over the road. Well, that's probably what happened. And he speeds. One day they were driving to the restaurant, I guess, and my father was all over the road, and my mother was with him. And a lady pulled up alongside and told my mother, he should not be driving. He is reckless. Can you imagine? All right, hold on. I'm pulling it up here. Let's see. I'm going to have to send it to myself. And the weird thing is, I don't see... Humanoid anywhere. I don't see Humanoid. I remember Missy was saying it's in the title, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Sky Sounds. This is fun. Let me send this to me.
Gentlemen, this is James LaFleur.
Let me send this to me. This will be fun. I'll get another one right after this, Missy. Very good. Oh, me, yeah. Sending it to me. It's just weird getting old. It's not fun. It's hard for me to jump like I used to. You know, I hate that. I used to be able to grab onto the rim, man. 10 foot. I never could dunk a ball. A friend of mine who was a little shorter than me was able to dunk. Just about a half-inch shorter. All right.
What?
I don't know. This one says mysterious videos you should not watch alone. And then why did this say this is mysterious sounds? See, this I don't need in my life. It says some more sky sounds. Okay, so that was in this video. Okay, well, let's take a look and hear some sky sounds. We always enjoy those here on Goof On.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is James LaFleur, and you're watching the Impossible Channel. Humans have been around for quite a long time now, and we do know a lot about this place that we live in, but there's still a lot to learn, and there's still a lot of mysteries out there. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of these mysteries. Such as a strange noise, supposedly coming from the sky that was caught on camera. A bizarre creature that was caught lurking on a woman's backyard.
Is the thing walking around. Heat bugs and lightning bugs lighting up, but that's not it. You can see that it's walking like, almost like it has legs.
Yeah, that's what walking is.
Exploration Unknown YouTube channel spotted a very weird...
I hate that sighting right there. What is this?
Lit up. Something that is not supposed to be there. Sharon Bailey and her daughter home alone capture a ghostly figure in the living room. This and much more. Sit tight. This is gonna be a wild ride. Let's go.
What the? Wait, it's the whole guy, Elena.
What the hell?
Yo, what the is that, Elena?
Oh my god!
Where? What are they looking at?
A couple of years ago, many strange things were caught on camera, including a very bizarre
That is
sound,
weird.
supposedly coming from
That's the cloud thing I was talking to you guys about. I couldn't find it.
the sky in Texas.
I know that looks like the stuff they put in between your fiberglass. What is that stuff called? Is that what it is? It looks like that stuff they put between the walls, right? I don't know, but I think the long version of this shows it coming from the sky.
This is the video, check it out. Where are these strange sounds coming from? It's not like there is only one or two.
So, what I think is going on with these sky sounds, because there was, who was it? Not Fast Hemi. Zach Diecast, I think it was him who was saying, I work with those machines. They don't make that kind of noise. And the weird thing is, I haven't heard that noise since that night. What I think I want to do, I want to go over to the area where they're working and interview one of the guys there and ask him, I'll have him listen to the sound and ask him what machine would make that noise. Maybe it's when the machines need oil or some sort of lubing up, and maybe it isn't digging into the ground and scraping rocks. I don't know, but I haven't heard it. And that was the only time. Well, I said, maybe we've heard it before, and maybe I heard it before and I just dismissed it. But I've been waiting for it because I wanted to record it again, and I haven't been able to hear it. I haven't heard it. And I'm up all night.
2 videos about it. There's hundreds, actually, like this one, for example, caught on camera in Oregon in November 2019.
I am not going greedy. What is that? Do you hear that? It's like,
In this video, we're able to hear a constant hum, very similar to an airplane, but clearly not one. A skyquake? Maybe. But what's weird about it is that it's been happening all over the world in the past 10 years. And
the hell was that? Was that in the video? Oh, okay.
And a lot of people out there believe it could have something to do with underground construction or tunnels that we have no knowledge of.
Yes. Alright, see, this doesn't make sense to me. Now here's one of the sounds that I have no idea. Why would it be in that area?
Have you ever heard one of these strange sounds? And in your opinion, what could it be?
It's a trumpet! Look, it looks just like a long trumpet.
Have you ever had a supernatural encounter?
I have.
Really?
I do.
It's very difficult to say 100% that the supernatural exists or doesn't exist. During a Good Friday Mass, in a certain moment, you can see a statue moving by itself.
That's bullshit.
What's most incredible about this video is that no one seems to notice, and if they do, they don't make much of it. That's kind of weird.
Well, look at the feet. It's standing on its other foot. That's got to be a person in there. What is this? Another statue moving? I never liked these. I always think these are CGI-ish.
Caught moving by itself, but in this one, you can actually see it seems to be shrugging its shoulder. Could it be that this was actually a supernatural moment caught on camera? Leave a comment.
His arms fell off. This guy's in the other dimension. He's got stuck in between two worlds. He lost his freaking arms, this guy. What do you
think is going on here?
So
and why do you think these statues could be moving by themselves?
Because they aren't, dillhole. Alright, what do we got here? This is such a good episode.
Each in one of the hallways and turn to find a very bizarre creature.
No, I know, that's a person. I don't like this one. We've seen this before. It's stupid. Some people call it the rake. It's a rake. It's a stupid person.
What do you think is...
Because they go into these places that are supposed to be abandoned. Where do you think a homeless guy is going to go? There. They see you walking in. They hear you saying, "Are we going to see some ghosts? I hope the ghost of Mary Tottenham is here." Stupid. Alright, yeah, just watch a little more here. I got to find the next video.
Let me look out here. Yeah, somewhere in there. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Talking about something out there, in Brazil, I believe this was in Rio de Janeiro at the time, there was a mysterious object that fell from the sky. You can see a ball of light shining just above the neighborhood. The people in the video seem pretty much baffled by it, and it does not look as if it is a drone. I'm not too sure though. Leave a comment. What do you really think happened in Rio de Janeiro?
Nossa! Aonde que vai pousar isso aí?
This
I found
is the thing walking around. Now, you see bugs and lightning bugs lighting up, but that's not it.
There are quite a few myths out there that sometimes are not just myths.
This right here is a spider web. That's debunked. But this thing, I cannot debunk.
The Nightcrawler is one of them. There are quite a...
Alright, I found the video here. So let's pull this one up. This is with the flying humanoid. I just emailed it to myself. There it is, and there we go.
Our world...
Oh, it's from LaFleur again? God, I wish it was somebody else like Slapped Ham and Eggs.
can be a beautiful place, but at the same time, it can be a bit scary here and there.
Schmary.
Know that you are listening to us.
It is.
What?
Hey, look, he's fast now. It is.
With humans working at a very fast pace to reach excellence in artificial intelligence and many other technologies, we might be actually leading ourselves towards a very dark path, one that could resemble a Black Mirror episode.
Easy when episodes of Black Mirror become all too much like reality. Well, Walmart has just filed a patent for robotic bees.
Right now, we're going to be checking out some technologies that already exist that probably will keep you awake at night. Everybody has a favorite celebrity that they look up to. If you don't have one, maybe your kids or your friends do. Now, what might just happen in the near future is that celebrities won't be human anymore. It might just be that in the next 10 to 20 years, we're gonna be seeing robot celebrities.
There's gonna be times where, I say the wrong thing, because I'm human. And I don't pretend to be perfect.
For instance, it may start with people replicating the celebrities we already have, which was what Ricky Ma already did with Scarlett Johansson. He was invited to several science fairs because of his amazing work on copying Scarlett Johansson's body and gestures. A next step, however, into this dark reality would be creating from scratch celebrities that...
Why does she have a bruise on her ass? I don't understand the bruise. I don't like robots. They don't. I want to get to the humanoid and that's it. Don't care about this. Don't care about that. Don't care about you. Don't care about this. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Seen it. Don't care. What's this? This looks creepy enough to play.
Hackers gain access to smart monitors, like one special creepy case where this happened.
Come on, girl, say it with me. You're in. I'm your best friend. You can do whatever you want right now.
The hacker goes on to instill fear in the girl when she calls her mom. Now, in another case, in Staten Island, a hacker gained access to the Ring camera, and this is what happened.
Who doesn't know how to say Staten?
Hello?
Wait, Staten.
I see you. What? I see you.
Dude, that's
How you doing? How's
creepy.
your day? I'm good. What's your name?
The hacker tries to start a conversation with the boy who gave a fictitious name, Lamar. Scared of what was actually happening inside his home, the boy successfully turns off one of the cameras. He then runs to another room, but the hacker is still there.
That's crazy. Alright.
Scenario that can happen with this type of technology. In other words, is it not sleeping while driving one of them?
Hello? Where's the driver? Oh, there's no driver in that car.
And needless to say, this can end up very badly. Now, there is another problem to self-driving cars, and that is hackers. What kind of problem are we going to have?
That's true.
That's nuts. I don't like that.
I don't see the humanoid. Supposed to be a humanoid.
Or even high-speed internet. Now, the thing is, this is in China, right? Wrong. It seems that this same social credit system...
There's no humanoid.
The near future could be literally like waking up into a viral. It's something
Missy,
that is
you said there was a humanoid on this
just probably
one.
the infrared sensor, right? Or a company that can a supercomputer that theoretically 1970s. And
there's no humanoid. I didn't go too fast. I do this for a living. There's no humanoid. No, already did it. No humanoid. No humanoid. Humanoid, not robot. I don't think you understand the humanoid term. That's probably what it is. Not your fault. Let's see if it... Oh, this is fun.
Whoopi.
Tatum takes down Whoopi Goldberg from The Truth? What is this? What time is it? Oh, we got some time here, don't we?
Don't try to lie to us. Quit being fake and phony.
All right, this might have to do with a little bit of Whoopi Goldberg probably hating Trump.
Has been eating away at my soul for the last several years. I can't stand not one person on The View. The only people that seem to be rational are the conservatives that they bring on as guests. I don't know how they have a show. How did anybody watch this garbage? But President Trump's son, Don Jr., came to the rescue. They were not expecting him to get on their rear end.
Country like that. Do you understand
We've all
they
done
don't like
things.
the vessel or the semantics of the tweets, but nevertheless, look at the result.
We've all done things that we regret. I mean, if we're talking about bringing a discourse down, Joy, you've worn blackface. Whoopi,
No,
you
I
said
haven't.
that Roman Polanski.
I'm sorry, and don't.
You said that Roman Polanski, it wasn't rape when he raped a child. So let's
okay.
talk about
So yeah, no,
serious
let's
things.
talk
Come on,
about
that's
this. So
not
you
fair.
want to bring this up? The question came up. I did not go in blackface, please. No, she was not in blackface.
Thank you. And Whoopi Goldberg, you don't speak for all black people. You do realize that, right? So you giving her a pass on nationwide TV, you make yourself look even more stupid. Yeah. You're a black woman. Yeah. And you definitely know what blackface is. You remember your boyfriend, Ted Danson? Yeah. At that comedy roast? Yeah. Where he's roasting you in blackface? Yeah. And you know what's the worst of this is? He dropped the N-word, 13 times? Right? What makes this even worse? It was Whoopi's idea. She wrote the joke.
See what I mean? How many times do we have to let the hypocrites, this is starting to fall apart for them. It is. I think mainstream media is over. I think we're seeing the beginning of the end of mainstream media. If it isn't already been happening. People are getting hip to it and are starting less and less to go away from these far left way of thinking people. Trying to be nice.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you mean like this?
Hillary Clinton didn't say, hey, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. Stop the count.
I do think that he knows that he's an illegitimate president.
She didn't say, this isn't right, I'm not going.
Whoa, wait a second. I have to stop the show. B. Baker, $35. Man. A super chat for vitamin D, zinc gluconate, and Taco Bell. Well, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, man. B. Baker. That is just... Thank you. Really. Thank you. And I'll use it.
She didn't say any of that.
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
I mean, she is just completely lost it. People tend to question Donald Trump's mental health. When are we going to start to ask some serious, hard questions about hers? Seriously, woman to woman, Hillary Clinton, you have got to move on. This is not even about politics anymore. It's not healthy to hold on to something like this whatsoever. She says that she's a strong woman. What sort of a strong...
All right. It's enough of them. Thanks again, B. Baker. Here's a Facebook post. It's pretty interesting. I like it because it's weather related. So let me pull this up for you. These are rare. I think these are called reverse rainbows, if I remember correctly. Isn't it up? Oh. Watch this. That's what I called them. That's because I thought they were called reversed rainbows. You don't see the color, but wait. There's more. This is a few minutes long. But it's actually very interesting. The reason you're seeing what you're going to see... There's a thunderstorm there, obviously, and there's wind, and the wind is pushing the rain out in front into the sun. The sun is probably near setting or about to set.
Oh my God.
And it's like when you have a hose and you put your thumb over the nozzle and it creates a spray and you see the rainbow, the whole rainbow. Well, that's what's happening here, but just on a grander scale. Let me fast forward a little bit. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? And you can see the sun down here. It's still up a little bit, and it's just reflecting off the rainbow that is made from the shower. Right here, you can see the front. The weather is being thrown down towards the cameraman and is hitting the sunlight, and it's creating a beautiful thing. I call those reverse rainbows. We have those out here in Arizona during the monsoon season especially. I've never seen one so defined, though. It's beautiful. Oh, what was that? Something... Oh, it was a bird. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Wow. Exactly.
Pretty cool. Kind of like that. I love weather anomalies. If you guys ever have any weather anomalies, you know, I'm not saying I want to turn this channel into a Mr. MBB 33333333. Let's see what's going on in Mr. MBB 33333 world. We haven't been there in a while. Well, we were there last week, but that was just for one thing. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we got an alien structure here. Only 46,000 views because everybody's already talked about it. Fantastic. Everybody come over here and take a look at my videos. Let's see what's going on here 9 hours ago.
Flying fairies, I've never heard of this.
Watch your mouth.
Seen anything quite like this until 2020. Now I've got multiple examples to share with you guys. These are coming out of Germany. Also in this video, we've got what looks like some sort of a flying disc that was captured in the sky above Washington.
Well, wait a minute. It wasn't a hoax. Let's not say that. Yeah, microburst. Thank you, John Bruno. Funnel gunnel. It wasn't a hoax. I know what you probably mean. The whole monolith was it wasn't a hoax. It was a real art piece that's been there for 4 years. They just found it. It was there 4 years. But it feels like a hoax, you know? It does. It feels like a hoax. I love rainbows too, man. I love them all. I love all weather anomalies. All right, here's the sun. Let's see what he says.
Large active region here on the lower eastern limb of the sun with 2 sunspots. So we'll probably not only see an increase in activity in the Schumann, but overall geomagnetic activity around the Earth. And made a little slideshow of the photo that was shared with me by Gina. Made some modifications, not alterations. I just adjusted the lighting and color to what looks like, once I zoomed in really, really close, it looks like
a reflection from in her house. It's from inside her house, I guarantee it.
A classic flying disc, or the famed flying saucer that goes back in history for decades.
Or it's a house light and it's in a canister. See, it's inside the canister in the ceiling, you nimnod.
And when you look at the surface of this thing, as I got closer, you can see 3 round features.
Hey, maybe because the light bulb
was intelligently designed.
Maybe because the light bulb's here and its reflective light is going there. I don't know. Either that or it's a smiling face.
I don't know if those, you can see right there, if those are domes or if those are some sort of lights. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, make it into something.
That looks like it was built with purpose. And you can kind of see
to
what
light
looks
up
like
the
an
room.
energy field around it. Maybe a haze or some clouds or some sort of mist. Here again, you can see the very obvious round.
The UFO expert of the community. Thank you.
Sent in by Bernard C. That was a spectacular, very bright fireball. Probably somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe a refrigerator, freezer size fireball.
No.
Bright, very bright. That would have been a very bright nighttime fireball, considering it was very bright in the daytime. Great capture here by Bernard on the dash cam of his car as he was driving down the road here.
All right, we got to show you 3 times. That's what we do. Oh God, he's still going back to the light canister in the reflection of their window. Here's the sundog. Looks pretty great. And I don't know what this is. It can't be from the camera.
And when she saw the video that I posted about a week ago of what looked like little creatures flying in the sky above the Florida coast, it reminded her of the video she posted 6 years ago above Germany. Same type of phenomenon was noticed back in April of 2014. And here's the video that she shared with me. And you can see this one here is fairly close, and I want to point something out. That's no more than 1,000 feet off the ground.
Oh my God. It's right up next to the camera. It's not that far away. That's probably a grasshopper. Yeah, resident expert. Yeah. It's a fairy, guys. It's a fairy. I'm wrong.
Sent in by Catherine of Germany. And here's another example of a photo from the daytime hours. You can see a creature in the sky right there.
It looks just like a freaking insect. It looks just like a bug. That is not a fairy. It's got a happy face. It looks like it's got a beak. Oh my God. I want to believe in fairies. I really do. Fairies are like mermaids. They're just above the water. That's what I liken them to. Here's the deal. People who are claiming to see fairies never walking around with a net to try to catch one. I would catch one. If there's real fairies and I went out to go catch one, yeah, I would catch one. I would definitely want to go capture a fairy. There's supposed to be a place on the planet where fairies are all over the place, yet no evidence of it. That's what I heard. I don't know. What do I know? I just work here. It's such a stressful time. Actually, don't forget, later on, I don't know when, but there's going to be an incredible video coming up by Third Phase. There's one other thing I was supposed to show you, and I can't remember what it is for the life of me. Give me a second here. I'm supposed to remember something. What is it? What was I supposed to tell you? What was I supposed to say? I've had several hummingbirds fly into right around my head. Those things are dangerous. Who knows magic? Oh, the fairies do. Yeah. Who has? DJ, you have an old Coddingsley fairy book? Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Hold on. Let me play a video for you. I'm going to be gone for about 30 seconds, so let's do this. How about this? This is fun. Huge cloak triangle. I don't know why this is here. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, this is coming in from Dave Bradgate, who shared these sequence of photos, and they're taken approximately last week in Barwell, England. And he states he was showing his son 2 orbs of light, and then at the left, a triangle-shaped cloaked object, he states. He says it was early in the morning, and he also noticed the trailing edge seemed to be serrated, like the fabled TRB3. Dave says it's now got him thinking quite a bit. Brian, what do you make of this strange shadow up in the sky here?
Yeah, look at that. It definitely looks like a triangle, and when you're looking at it, it's massive. What's creating this shadow effect in the sky right there? Is there something beyond what we're looking at creating a shadow effect that's bouncing off the clouds here? Or people might just speculate this could be a cloaked TR3B, and if it is, it's massive.
Yeah, could you imagine if you look at the size and dimension of this triangular craft, that you could see that the dark shadow could almost be shielding the cloud behind it.
All right.
It almost seems that it's blocking the view of the cloud.
Yeah. All right, so I have a new segment. I don't know how much longer I can do this for, but I did the show last night and had a good response. to getting a little nostalgic on the show and going back to the 1980s and showing you some of my heavy metal / records that I had growing up. So again, here we are with rock nostalgia. Here's the deal. John Bruno for $9.99 super chat. Thank you. I just figured out I got paid this Friday. Keep the faith, Rich. Good, yeah, you should have. Good, I'm glad. Well, thank you. I guess, yeah, thank you for that. Because of that. I appreciate it, John Bruno. $9.99 super chat. Yep, super chat's always open every show. It's the only way the show survives now. So thank you for that. And I can't tell you how much you guys have actually saved my effing life. Seriously, thank you. I mean, you have no idea. I wish I could give you what I feel, because it's a pretty good feeling. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper, with a $10 super chat for cranberry sauce, he says. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Angie Young. Appreciate it. It's a good time to leave. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77. Mr. DB Cooper sent me that unbelievable Nikon P900, the Cool Pics. I use it all the time. I have to upload a bunch of pictures, some good ones. I think you'll be happy with what I put together. I'm making something. So, anyway, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. I love this album. Every song is unbelievable on here. War Pigs. Dun, dun, dun. And then right after that is I am paranoid. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, that's Iron Man. Oh, what am I doing? It's Iron Man, and then there's Paranoid. This is like the best one. I know, I can't even think. Thank you very much, Mr. Vinny Barbarito, $4.99 super chat. Just for the hell of it, he says. Well, thank you, man. You guys are great. Whoa, hold on. Thank you. I don't know what you guys do for a living, but thank you. All right, this is something everybody has to have in their collection. Any Led Zeppelin. And this is, I don't know what this is. What is this, Houses of the Holy? I don't remember what this is, because I'm not a Led Zeppelin like nut, you know. I like a lot of their songs, but oh, this has Black Dog and Rock and Roll. Been a long time since I rock and roll, yeah. Stairway to Heaven. What is this? Oh, here's the words to Stairway to Heaven. This is, what album is this? It doesn't even say. It says Led Zeppelin, side 1. The Battle of Evermore, Rock and Roll, Black Dog. It doesn't say what album this is. That is weird. When the Levee Breaks, Going to California, Misty Mountain Hop. This is like the best one. This is unbelievable. Whoa, super chat got stuck. I mean, the chat room got stuck. I don't know what this... Oh, it's Led Zeppelin 4. Thank you. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. Doo-doo-doo. Then the flute. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Doo-doo-doo. I love that song. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow. Remember that? Wait, how does it go? I don't know. I can't remember. I have to sing it all the way through. I got two more here. But the reason I have two is because I thought it was one. Now, a lot of you may have never seen this before. Or should I say these? These were, and I don't know how much of a collector item these are, but these are called picture discs. And they're a little thicker than a vinyl, but because they have a picture on them, this is Iron Maiden Power Slave. And it's been played quite a few times, but it's in very good shape, actually. I take care of my shit. It's pretty cool, huh? You can see right through the green part. But yeah, that's a real album right there. Now the next one is unbelievable because it came with two songs you couldn't buy on any album at the time. And this is Metallica, Creeping Death. I don't know how. I think these cost as much as a regular album. And there's only a few, like two songs on each side. Like on this one, you have Creeping Death on this side. And then on the back, you have Creeping Death and... Oh, that's right. Creeping Death is on the other side. And Am I Evil and Blitzkrieg are on this side. And Am I Evil, when I first heard that song... And that was after... I got this a couple of years after... I was already up to And Justice for All. And this I found. And when I saw that song, Am I Evil, and listened to it for the first time, nothing like it. That was senior year, I believe. Anyway, a little bit of rock and roll history for you in the old G farm. And hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, they are sick. Aren't they cool? I mean, look at the... I want to show you something. I've got some more. I'm going to go grab the other ones because you got to see them. You got to see them. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. I couldn't find it. So I grabbed a couple more anyway. All right. This is interesting. This is one of my favorite albums of all time because it brings back a lot of memories. Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. It's pretty great. This came out right after Power Slave. The album covers rocked. I mean, Iron Maiden always did it right. Here's another one. Probably one of the most listened to albums I have, next to Hit the Lights by Metallica. Kill 'Em All, Hit the Lights. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. Probably the most listened to album I have. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Goes right through it. Yeah, man. The Prisoner. Wow, fuck. 22 Acacia Avenue, Run to the Hills, Hallowed Be Thy Name. And then here's the other picture disc. The band that I dated, the niece, Jenny Halford of Judas Priest, Rob Halford's niece. This is pretty cool. Screaming for Vengeance picture disc. It's the actual album. It came in the sleeve, but something happened. We had a water leak that got to some of these. There's even a Judas Priest button that I got that I actually wore on my parachute pants. And then on the other side, you got the leather pants. Rob Halford. Yeah! You know how you go to a concert, they have guitar solos and drum solos? Rob Halford was just like Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury did that too. They had vocal solos. And Judas Priest would go, or Rob Halford would go, screaming! And then everybody would go, ah! And he'd go, let me hear ya! Screaming! And then he'd do this thing, and then he'd go, screaming for! And everybody would go, vengeance! Screaming for vengeance! And we'd be like, vengeance, vengeance, dun 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 dun. All my life, I'm gonna live it up. I saw Judas Priest more than any other band. Iron Maiden I saw a lot of times too. Probably a tie. Great times, man. Great fucking times. God, I love all those songs on there. It's amazing what they got on that. You Got Another Thing Coming. Bloodline is a great song. Never got a lot of credit for. What else? I can't remember. You had Screaming for Vengeance, right? You Got Another Thing Coming. This was the best of. Oh, this is the best of. Oh, shit. You Got Another Thing Coming. The Green Manalishi. Whatever happened to Green? Maureen Green. We don't see Maureen anymore. Maureen Green Manalishi. That's where I got it from. Metal Gods, Free Will Burn, Hell Bent for Leather. Hell Bent for Leather. Love Bites. In the Dead of Night. Love Bites. Love Bites. In the Dead of Night. Love Bites. Dun, 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 dun. Living After Midnight. And they would end every concert the same way. Breaking the law, breaking the law. And that's what he would do too. In the concert, he would go, breaking for what? And then he'd go, breaking for law. I'm going to have a cigar in the morning. I'm celebrating Thanksgiving with a nice walk. It's supposed to be 40 degrees. And I'm going to take the drone out. And I found a location that I need. Because what I'm doing, I am making, and I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm putting together a documentary about me, about my life in ufology, and it's going to get very personal. There's going to be things you never heard of. It might take me 4 to 6 months to make it because I don't want this to be a shit show. So it's very hard because I'm trying to incorporate old footage that doesn't look as good as what we have today because it's all in high 8. And it's weird how much degrades onto the high definition screen from the high 8. It doesn't look the same. It looks digitized and weak. And I'm like, so it's a very tough thing. There's some interviews that I did with myself. When I had experiences, I talked about it and did some, and I have some old very emotional interviews of experiences I had. A couple of them were in my car at 6 a.m. You know, I had a weird experience and I went out and I wanted to talk about it privately. So I went into my car and recorded myself for 10 minutes explaining what happened. Those kind of things you've never seen. And I'm trying to get, you know, just to show a little more interesting side of what I do. Anyway, it is what it is. That's it for tonight. I don't know if Third Phase has their thing going up yet. But thank you, moderators and super chatters. Thank you, really. Fucking awesome. I can't believe how blessed I am to know each and every one of you. So I appreciate it. Moderators, thank you very much. And newcomers and veterans, thank you as well. This is Goof On. We'll be back. I don't know if we'll be back. Yeah, we'll probably be back tomorrow. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. So what if it's Thanksgiving? Shit's happening all the time. All right. Yeah. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. So I hope you have a great night, everybody. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving.